Stephanie, thank you for joining me today. We're at the Orlando IRS Nationwide Tax Forums. First, before I go any further, introduce yourself. Tell us what you do for the IRS.
Sure. My name is Stephanie Parrish, and I work for the Communications and Liaison Office at the Internal Revenue Service. And I work directly with our outreach offices and communications to put on events like we are here today.
Stephanie, we're here in the Orlando Forums. It's huge, 4,300 people. Now we have Baltimore and San Diego are still left. San Diego technically is sold out. Now, if you show up, they may be able to squeeze you in. I'm not going to hold me to it. You never know. But Baltimore is still room. Why should somebody come to that forum? I mean, other than the obvious, what would you give me a couple good reasons?
Sure. Baltimore is a great spot. We're at the convention center, so we're in the heart of Baltimore. But in general, everyone should look at these tax forums as an opportunity to earn your continuing education credits. We have IRS personnel that are here from all of our business units. You can ask important questions that you have. You can get the answers to latest tax information. In addition, we have associations and partners that are here where you can get information about tax software you may need or joining an association to get that continuing education year-round.
Great. Any last words of advice? Anything that message you'd like to get out on your behalf, on the IRS, whatever you'd like?
So I think this is a great opportunity for us to really engage with our tax preparer community, our tax partner community, and we're really grateful for all the support that we get from all of our associations and the partners to make these events happen and make sure that we're really getting the tax preparer community the education that they need to do their job for a good filing season.
Stephanie, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank
This
you,
is
Alan.
great. What is your favorite thing about the forums?
What I like about the forum is getting a flair for all the different divisions, also getting to network with people, and above all, seeing the equipment and the tools to enhance my business.
Great. Denise, thank you for joining us today. I do appreciate you taking a few minutes out. How often do you come to the forums?
This is my fourth time coming to the forums and my first time after COVID, actually, to come in person.
Great,
yes,
great.
It's a comeback.
You decided to come back. Great, thank you very much. What brought you back this year?
I always find it very interesting. It gives me the last update about the IRS changes, and I would love to pass that to my clients. That's what I come for, valuable information.
Now, if somebody was on the fence about coming to the forums, we have one more left. San Diego sold out already, so if you haven't been able to sign up for that one, sorry, next year. But we still have Baltimore. What would help? One or two things can you offer to convince somebody to say, I want to come to the IRS Tax Forums?
In person, I say first, knowledge. You get to know a lot of your peers, and you're going to be exchanging a lot of information with them. You're going to be meeting with software companies, not only with the IRS. I think there is a lot of valuable information for your business.
Great. Anisha, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again next year at the forums.
Of course.
Now you got to come back all the time.
Thank you for having me.
Why should somebody come to the forums?
Oh my goodness, there's so much information here at the forum. I mean, first of all, the IRS is here.
Okay.
And with these times, you want to hear from us, right? Don't you want to be here and hear? If you're one of our partners, why wouldn't you be here? If you're a partner with the IRS and you're a tax pro, you want to be at the tax forums.
Well, you said the term partner, and I really appreciate that because when I was when we were in New Orleans and I was on stage, somebody said something in the audience, and I made a point to say, we all work together.
That's right.
And we need the IRS and the IRS needs us.
That's absolutely correct. I say that when I speak in my seminars.
I think it's
Plus, I'm one of the speakers. You got to come and see one of our great seminars that I'll be speaking at.
All right, what are you speaking at this year?
Well, our seminar is called How to Do Business Faster and Easier with the IRS Online.
Okay.
Yes.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about, just give us a little tease why we should miss it.
Because, my goodness, there's so much information. It's fast-paced. You've got to be here to hear it firsthand. And who wants to keep doing things the long, hard, old, slow way? Don't you want to know how to do something faster and easier and make your life a little bit better? So you got to be here.
I'm here representing Latino tax professionals. We are a tax education provider.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about Latino tax professionals.
Yes, so we've been around about 15 years. And what we do is we train tax preparers, English, bilingual, and Spanish. So we do 1040s, corporate tax returns. And yeah, we're here to help the tax preparer.
Oh, great. Now, also you also do a conference every year, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
How does that, tell us a little about the conference.
So the conference is the Latino Tax Fest. It's been our 15th year. Last month, June 22nd through the 25th. And what we do there is we do continuing education. Alan, you were there speaking, so thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Top tier education is what we specialize in. Also, we have an exhibit hall like the forums where you can also see the latest and greatest products and services so tax preparers can be ready for the up and coming tax season. Lastly, we have several networking opportunities where preparers can meet other preparers and speakers like yourself, Alan. So that's what we do at the fest.
Okay, how many people was there this year?
We had a little under 3,000 tax preparers,
Wow.
tax professionals. So
That's something.
preparers,
That's something.
CPAs, enrolled agents. Yeah.
Now, also a little bit about Latino Tax Pros. For our tax talk today, you take our transcripts and translate them into Spanish, correct?
That is correct, yeah.
And we do appreciate that. We do appreciate that. Now, one more question. If I were considering being a vendor at the IRS Tax Forums either this year, we still have a couple more left for next year, what would you say as a good reason why?
Well, if you're looking to exhibit and put your company out there, the forum is the place to be because you get in front of decision makers, tax preparers, and tax professionals, which makes it a lot easier to get your message out. Right? So being here is important in growing and scaling the business that you're looking to exhibit.
Well, Dale, thank you so much for your time.
Alan,
I appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Kelly, thank you for joining me today. NAEA, tell us a little bit about NAEA for those that don't know. I mean, NAEA is a sponsor of Tax Talk today, but just the same, I'd like to know who is NAEA and what they're about.
Sure. So NAEA is all about powering America's tax experts. We are the only association specifically dedicated to enrolled agents. Our advocacy, our education is all solely geared towards enrolled agents or aspiring enrolled agents.
So you don't have to be an enrolled agent.
You do not. You can still be a student. You can be working towards the credential. You can be actively taking classes. You can also be a CPA member if you want to be part of the enrolled agent community.
Great. Now, what about the enrolled agent or the preparer that is no longer necessarily practicing, but they still want to keep their finger on the pulse? Would that also be a welcome member?
Absolutely. We have an emeritus status of membership for those who are retired or only practicing very limitedly. It's a great way to still keep your community of peers and to also find out what's going on in the advocacy world for the profession, new tax laws, changes, etc.
Great. Now, as a vendor at the forums,
Yes.
what is your takeaway? I mean, you've been at every one.
We have. We help sponsor each forum every year with the IRS. It is a fantastic place to come and meet potential members, attendees at all stages of their career.
Great. Now, if I were on the fence about being a vendor at the forums, whether I'm an association, an educator, or a software provider, what would be a couple of reasons why I should not miss being a vendor at the forums?
Well, number one is the foot traffic. It is by and far one of the best places to be in a room with thousands of tax professionals. And again, at all stages of their career with all different levels of needs. So the traffic alone with the people that you'll be able to engage with is just absolutely worth it.
Great. Well, Kelly, thank you so much. I do appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Larry, tell me what you're doing here at the forums.
I'm speaking on behalf of the National Association of Tax Professionals, kind of focused on some back to basics, depreciation recapture to 4797, and also the roadmap to estates and trusts for that person that doesn't do estates and trusts. How do I answer my client's question for a 1040?
Okay, for someone that hasn't decided yet whether or not they should come to our Baltimore show because San Diego sold out, give them 2 or 3 reasons why they really shouldn't miss it.
Well, I think one thing is that the live camaraderie is so important. You know, sometimes, and I always say this, you know, you come to your class or my class, you get some out of it, but also you get that one-on-one. You can ask questions to the presenter. You can also, at break, at lunch, you can run into other people in the same place you're in. So I think that live presence, and you get an opportunity, because these are nationally, to get a feel of where you're at in the profession and get ideas about how to build your practice and how to take care of that tax issue you have.
Agit is a 60-year-old, this is our 60th year.
Wow.
We're a franchise company. We've specialized in small business tax and accounting firms. We do all the stuff that people don't like. You guys do the client interaction, do the tax returns. We provide technology, marketing, tax software, whatever we need. We're the back office, and we're fortunate we made it 60 years. So we got to be doing something right.
I would say so. If I were considering being a vendor at a forum, whether it be one of Baltimore or San Diego or next year,
Right.
what would be a few reasons why I would want to do it?
Well, first of all, I think there's over 4,000 people here. So it's probably the largest access to that many people of any conferences that we can go to that are in our industry. So you get access to a lot of people. You also get access to a lot of other vendors that, you know, you may have partnerships with or need to know more about. And it gives a chance for you and I to connect, because this is about the only time we get to see each other.
Right.
So there's a lot of reasons, but most importantly, I think over the 5 forums, you'll probably run in contact with over 10,000 potential customers.
So there's definitely a market for it.
There's definitely a market for it, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the National Society of Accountants and who should join.
NSA, really a big target of the NSA is the smaller practitioner, trying to help them have model as to how they should behave, get their education to them, help them better understand, and make community. Really, that's a lot of it, is getting community amongst the practitioners. So if I need help, I can call Alan and say, Alan, point me in the right direction,
Okay.
right? Because the small practitioner, if you don't have 2, 3, 4, 5 people in your office, who do you turn to?
Exactly. So now NSA is out there as a group. Are they local chapters or are they national only?
There's national, and there's some state chapters as well. And again, there's other benefits. There's insurance. There's a lot of products and discounts. That, you know, we have research material that comes with your annual dues. We have an online community that's pretty heavily active, and again, supportive of one another, and adding value to the process and help people navigate the changes in the law.
Great. Now, there's 2 forums left. We have Baltimore and San Diego.
Yes.
San Diego sold out, although I've been dropping little hints that maybe we can get squeezed in, so you're taking a chance.
Yeah.
But there's always a chance. But Baltimore's still open. What would you tell a practitioner why they should come?
Well, you go to the forums for 2 reasons. One I think is education, right? And there's a broad spectrum of education that's given from IRS to the associations. The other is network, making connections with people. I was walking around here earlier today and yesterday, bumping into people that I've met over the years, and they go, "Oh, Kelly, you're doing this, you're doing that," and making those connections. And then I know I can call up and say, "Hey, Alan, I need help with this," and you've helped me, and that's a tremendous value of face-to-face education.
Amanda, thank you for joining me today. I would like to know, first of all, ProTaxPro.com. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure, we're a cloud-based tax software. We've been around since '98. The owners are 2 brothers. Their dad started the company long before '98. We're one of the first e-file companies as well. Our professional product is ProTaxPro.com, and we offer different 1040 options. We have payroll filings as well as 1120, 1065, 1120S. So it's a variety of options available within the software, and we're housed in California. All of our developers, sales, and support operate in one office in California.
As a vendor, is this beneficial?
It's so beneficial. You get so many different types of preparers or people here that are looking to expand their businesses, looking to see what they can do to help people. And having all of the different combine groups in one area to be able to interact and educate each other. And within that, all of these companies here, we're pretty good friends.
Well, that's great.
So it's never been an extremely competitive, aggressive type of thing. It's we all truly care about the preparers being able to benefit the taxpayers. And you can feel that in these shows.
What do you do for the IRS?
I am a manager for the IRS in their stakeholder liaison business unit.
Business unit. And the stakeholder liaison is their main function is to do what?
We do so many things, but our primary function is to be the relationship manager for the tax professional community. So what that means is we can do anything from assist tax professionals with navigating the IRS if they have a problem and they don't know where to bring it to get it resolved. We also participate a lot when it happens in the IRS's disaster assistance program. Sometimes it means we're actually at a disaster assistance site. Sometimes it means we're just providing guidance over the telephone. It all depends on the particular situation. We also oversee the IRS's data breach program. If a tax professional finds that his or her tax preparation software has been compromised, they come to their local stakeholder liaison, and we will walk them through mitigating the damage as much as we can. And then there's two other things. We do a lot of retail outreach, public speaking, and then the final thing that we do is we oversee the IRS's issue management resolution system program. And that is a program whereby if a tax professional identifies an IRS practice, policy, or procedure that's an impediment to tax administration, they bring that problem to us, we vet it, we try to research it, whether it's an IRM section, irs.gov, and we more or less write a term paper, I like to call it, and we present it to the BOD to say, hey, can you do something to fix this problem?
Maureen, thank you for joining me today. First, I'd like to find out, what is Surgent?
So Surgent Accounting and Financial has many different product lines. Today we're exhibiting Surgent Income Tax School, the nationwide leader in tax training. We're also exhibiting Surgent EA Review, taking that tax knowledge, using our EA Review courses and applying it critically for that EA exam. So you can learn taxes and earn a credential with Surgent.
If somebody was on the fence about being a vendor at the forums, regardless of whether they're an association selling education or software, what would be a couple of reasons why they should not miss being a vendor at the forums?
I love the forums. It gives me a chance to connect with consumers, right? People who are coming here who are saying, I really want to invest in myself, I want to invest in good quality education, and I want to find top tier vendors who are offering services that can enhance my business. Everyone who's in a business is always looking to how they can add a revenue stream or get the education they need to be the best tax preparer for themselves, for the knowledge base, as well as being the best advocate for their clients. And that's what we can offer with Surgent Income Tax School. And that's why you should be a vendor. You can connect with people one-on-one, right?
I'm Nina Tross. I'm an EA. I'm out of Tampa Bay area. I've been doing the forums for about, I would say almost 20 years. I was doing the forums long before I ever got involved with NSTP, which is National Society of Tax Professionals, because I always found education to be great. Being able to network with people, always being a good side, and having the IRS there. So for me, the forums have always been a valuable tool. Now that I'm involved with the forums, I'm a presenter here. We do have a booth here, and it's just a really great way, first of all, to touch our members and to make sure that they know we're still here, and then also just to still get the information that we need from the IRS.
Great. Now, NSTP, what is their strong points and why should I be a member?
NSTP, we focus on education and advocacy. That's our strengths. So between Paul and I, we promote our education, we write our material, we're out there teaching. We're in the process right now, we're bringing in new instructors, so we're trying to You know, we're getting a little older, so we're trying to get new, younger instructors in. And, you know, our goal is to represent the tax professional. We're not local, we're just national, so we don't have local chapters. And I always say, if you don't need another chapter meeting to go to, then we're the group for you.
Fabulous, fabulous. Now, on the flip side, you're also a vendor here at the forums.
Yes.
For somebody that was on the fence of becoming a vendor, whether they decided they wanted to try to jump into Baltimore or San Diego, which are still left, thinking ahead to next year, give them one or two reasons why being a vendor here at the National IRS Tax Forums.
Well, I still think that personal touch is important. Trying to do everything by email, mail, virtual, it goes so far. But I think to close the deal, you still need that personal touch, talking to them, letting them know, unfortunately, in this environment sometimes, that we are real, we're real people, and that we have something to offer that is valuable and that we want to share with them. So to me, that's what's good about the forums.
Lena, thank you so much. I do appreciate it.
Okay, no problem.